is up? What is going on, everyone? Dave at SVA Card Collectors. It's been an extremely long day for me. I've been driving for, 7 hours, 6 hours, all around. Up, down, left, right, BA, start, all over the place. So I was trying to find a spot where I can maybe, not have all the background noise, but that's not going to happen. So this is what you're getting, and that's that. Too bad for you. Sucks to be you. So, what I wanted to get into today was, it's not a deep dive into any sports cards or things like that, but I think it's a good thing. It's a good reminder for people when they're getting, people who've been collecting for a while, and also people that are starting to collect, that are getting back into it. Try to figure out early on, and I know this is difficult, what the hell you want to do with regards to sports cards. Meaning, do you just want to buy graded cards? Do you want to buy vintage? Do you want to buy new? Do you want to buy a player? Do you want to buy boxes, cases, whatever? What do you want to do? What do you want to spend your money on? And the reason why I say that is, if you basically try to do everything, you will be a master at nothing. And pretty much you'll always be, unsure of yourself, and you'll be all over the place. I do it all the time. And that's why I say it for experience. It's just, I'll tell you this way. When I first started, I wanted to get into vintage cards. So I got into that, spent some money on vintage cards. Then I saw all these Bowman cards coming out, so then I started getting Bowman cards. Then when every new set came out, I started buying them. I started buying case breaks of them. Then I would start to go into football cards. And then I got into basketball cards. And then I was buying blasters all the time. And then I was going to flip the blasters and buy boxes and hold them. And then I should have known myself the way I was and knew that wasn't going to happen. And so it just was, I kept on changing. And every single time I changed gears, it was, well, now I have a bunch of cards that I really don't want, and now I got to try to get rid of them. And you don't have the fire to do it. You just go, whatever. If I get rid of them, I get rid of them, because you don't even want to deal with them, because you're done with it. And so it's really important to just pick a lane, I think, anyway. Now, some people go, well, I have a bunch of different stuff that I like to collect, which is fine. I'm not saying you have to do this, but if you ever want to get good at collecting and investing cards, you sort of have to get in the zone. And maybe it's getting in the zone for a particular set, and you just go all in, and then that's what you focus on. And you focus on nothing else. Like I did that for 2018 Bowman cards. I was very focused. I could tell I could buy raw cards, and still can, and I'm with pretty good accuracy know that I was going to get a PSA 10 out of them. And so I got really good. The players, I knew the players who I wanted, the teams to collect. Just the whole 9 yards. I knew about Bowman draft. I was on point, and I knew it. And I knew it very well. But there's other sets that came out. So I like that set. And if I wanted to move on to another set, I then put that set off to the side, and then I went and focused on that. I didn't start looking at 2018 Bowman cards and also that. I started focusing on my next thing. Now, as you're doing that, you will be able to see good deals, though. If a 2018 Bowman, draft deal came along, I knew enough to know, hey, this is a good deal. Let me try and grab it. So that's the one thing that's good about mastering certain things. Now, another thing I would try to tell you guys to do is don't play the I'm going to buy bulk game. It is a tough game, and especially people who are just starting out, they're collecting, I'm thinking most people that listen are my age, they have kids, they have a wife, and they think it's stupid what you're doing, and you don't have that much time to, dedicate to this. Now, if you buy lots of cards, a lot of like 3,000 cards, and you're going to break them all down and sell them individually, it is extremely difficult. It may be fun at first, but after a while, you're just going to get sick and tired of it. And you just go, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm done. I just want to make money, if that's what you want to do. Or if you just want to collect the cards that you want, you just buy the cards that you want. That's really the crux of what I'm trying to get at, is just stay focused on whatever the hell you want to collect. If you're a basketball guy and you just want Prism, then stay laser focused on Prism and forget about Optic, forget about Panini Select, forget about National Treasures, forget about all the other things. Just go after and learn a lot about it. Because then you'll know and you'll see trends and you'll see, why is this card not worth as much? Maybe this is a deal that I should look into. Right now, basketball, they're all about silvers, but meanwhile, they have these numbered cards that there's way less of than silvers that are underpriced. And I think eventually the basketball market will start maturing a little bit more and go, wow, these cards are hard to get. Why don't we just start buying these guys instead of silvers, which there's like thousands of. And so things will change. Like baseball is like that. A blue Bowman card isn't going to be worth as much as an orange. It just doesn't work out. There's only 25 of those. There's 150 of those blue ones. It just makes sense. It's sort of, just makes sense. So I think eventually you get there, but that's when you're focused and you're going after certain cards, you will be able to read the tea leaves a little bit better. And you don't have to be Nostradamus to figure out, what's going on. And a lot of people did that. A lot of people are doing that with basketball cards. They saw the flip game, and this is their first time, and they said, oh man, if I buy these cards on Facebook, I could resell them on eBay. Or resell them a week later right on Facebook because people aren't paying attention. If you're always on your phone checking stuff, the more you put into it, the more you're going to get out of it. I tell people all the time, if you really want to get serious and make some real money, you need to be on eBay 20, 25 hours a week. It sounds crazy, I know, but I guarantee you this. If you're on there that long, you will find deals. You will know what a good deal is. And when you go to a card show, a card shop, Facebook, and people start posting stuff, you don't even have to question it. You just know. Because you did the research, you did the work. And so, if you are just hopping into the sports card industry, I would say take a little taste of everything. You want to be scattered a little bit. And then once you find what you like and what you want to get into, just become laser focused on it. Because you'll have a lot more fun. It'll be easy, and it'll be easier to chase because you're not going to have to worry, oh man, I don't know how much it's worth, because you have like 10 different card prices in your head for 10 different makes. So being very focused, I think, is extremely, extremely important. So I don't know if he was a big hit or not, but I think he gave some good information, and I brought him back on the show again. I think we'd like to hear a little bit more from Pepe, and here we go. Pepe's sports card tip of the day. Hey, thank you very much, Dave. That was a very nice intro. So, I was talking to my wife, and she's going, hey, where did the Maguire's wax go? I need to wax on my mustache. And I say, hey, I gotta clean the cards. Clean the cards. I gotta do to my mustache. We both use the same wax to fix our mustaches, my wife and I. And she also uses it for under the pits. So, I say, hey, I got a bunch of Bowman cards. They got scratches in it. I need the Maguire's cleaner. I gotta wax I gotta do it nice. I wax them nice and good. And then I wipe the wax off. So she's shiny and clean. So when I send it to PSA, they get a PSA 10. So she got very angry. I used her Meguiar's. And that is the tip. Buy your own Meguiar's wax for your cards and don't take your wife. Because then she cannot do her mustache. A chikui. That was Pepe's tip of the day. If you want to hear more great investment advice, tune in every day. Thanks, Pepe. I think that was very useful. And we can all learn a little bit from Pepe. So, hopefully you guys have a good weekend. Please share, like, comment. Also, download the FlickChat app. We have fantasy baseball. There's 2 leagues, a dynasty league, that's a keeper league, and a weekly league for lazy people like myself who just want to put in the guys for the week and call it a day. All right? SVAcardcollectors.com. You can go on a website where you see the same article that's been there for the past 3 months. But it is a very good article. And there's plenty of other articles on there. Guys, if you want to write, send some stuff over to me. If it all looks good, I'm posting it. So if you guys want to start writing about sports cards, go right ahead. What else? I think that's pretty much it, guys. Oh, my boy Aaron Judge, now looking too good. They're saying that he strained his rib last September, and they're saying it's still bothering him. Still bothering him. They're saying it's so bad, it sounds like a joke, but it's not. He's going to take 2 weeks off, not do anything, and then they're like, all right, and we will reevaluate. And if it doesn't go too well, we're going to have to remove the rib. And we all know why he's trying to remove the rib, and you know what? That's disgusting. It's really disgusting and gross. But, you know, I wouldn't think a guy like him would have to do that, but desperate times call for desperate measures, I guess. So, maybe some of you get it, maybe some of you don't. It don't matter. But guys, have a good weekend, and you guys know what to do. Buy some cards and go broke! Later! So I wanted to talk about a new marketplace that's about to hit the sports card scene called StarStock. StarStock is building a sports card marketplace aimed to be faster and cheaper for flipping sports cards than any other platform. This is a ground level moment, and StarStock is currently looking for people who want to be the first to sell their cards at launch of this new platform. They are offering 5% commission, no ingestion fees. You send in your cards, they do all the work and post for you. Cards are guaranteed and secured in a vault. You can choose to ship cards back at any time. They also have a little guy. He stands in front of the vault. Nobody can get in. Nobody can get out. I think his name is Pedro. StarStock will be a flipper's paradise. Ooh, a paradise. Where you can buy, flip, store, or ship cards with a click of a button. If you are interested in getting involved as a seller, contact Mike at mike@starstock.com. They're right now only looking for rookie cards and prospects of current players. Again, Mike at starstock.com, or you can head over to their website, starstock.com. Okay.